All right, are you ready? The time has come. We are going to make a Domo app. Let's do it together. Okay, so I'm making a couple of assumptions. The first assumption I'm going to make is that you have been following the previous video. So I'm going to move a little bit faster than I normally do because I'm assuming you know what I'm doing. Number two, I'm going to assume that you know how to use Domo. So I'm going to do one move where I'm going to upload a Google Sheet. I am going to assume you know how to do that. If you do not know how to do that, go check out Domo 101 where I talk about gathering data and how to do it. But I'm going to do it now, but you're going to be able to see it. Another thing too is, hey, this is a video. You can pause, you can rewind, you can rewatch. You don't have to do everything as fast as I'm doing. So if you ever get lost, just pause, rewind. Not a big deal, okay? And I would also highly suggest you have two monitors, because if you have two monitors, you can have one where you're watching me and one where you're following along, as opposed to clicking, pausing back and forth. I see that all the time when people try to do it on one monitor, and it's very possible, but it is much, much, much more difficult. So try to get that if you can. All right, let's get to work. Timer starts now. Okay, so there are a couple pieces we're going to need before we can even get moving. And the first is going to be, you're going to need some colors to use. And I'm going to show you where you can get those. And you're going to need a data set to use. I'm going to show you where you can also get those. Let's go get it. So if you just scroll down, I put them right here for you. I put them right here for you. I like a very good user experience. So you can see these are my color hex codes for my colors. You're going to use these. This, if you click this button, it'll bring you to a Google Sheet, which is the data set we are going to use. Here's the ID if you don't even want to open the sheet, and you're going to see why we're going to need those, okay? Let's go back to Domo, and let's get moving. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is actually we need to upload that data first. So I'm going to go to data at the top. I'm going to hit this little cloud connector, and I'm going to hit Google Sheets, or you can type in Google Sheets if you don't see it. And here, my account is already enabled. And I'm going to pick spreadsheet ID. I'm going to put in the ID, which is right here if you want to just take the spreadsheet ID, or you can also open the spreadsheet and it's right here at the top, okay, right before the word edit. You could take that. And here we have dates, we have salespeople, we have the state that they're responsible for, impressions, clicks, session duration, bounces, users, MQLs, SQLs, a bunch of sales words, closed won, closed loss, spend, orders, revenue. We have a lot of things in here, right? So that's what we're going to be using. Let's go back to Domo. In my spreadsheet ID, I'm just going to paste in that spreadsheet ID we had. And it's asking me for the worksheet name. And we're going to pick sheet 1, hit next. And I'm going to make it a manual run. And I'm going to say next. I'm going to say organization. This is me. You don't have to do my naming convention, but I like to do this. Domo Learning. Source is Google Sheets, and we are going to say another pipe, Domo App Data. Save and run. Again, I'm a huge stickler for naming conventions. And there we go. Let's tag it to, I like to do Google Sheets, and I'm going to do this one, Domo App Studio. And hit save. Alrighty. We had our first part, we got our sheet in. Hey, if I moved a little fast on that one, again, pause it, go back, hook up your Google Sheets if you didn't do that, but I'm assuming you're there. Once you're done with that stuff and you followed along and you're here, now let's actually go do the app stuff. So I am going to take my page right here, and I'm just going to move it because I'm going to use these colors for later. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a second monitor as I go back to the Domo app. All right, so now let's go hit the app. We're going to hit that little rocket on the top. I'm going to say create app. And here I'm going to pick a theme. I'm going to pick that Obsidian one. I'm going to say apply. And for me, this is how my mind works. I kind of like to get all the pieces set up first, and then I'll go build. So first we have our theme. I'm not going to change that. I'm going to go down to theme color palette. I'm going to say edit colors. And here I'm going to replace the colors with the colors that we have in the course right there. Okay, so I'm just going to do one by one. First one I'm going to do, I guess, is going to be blue. I'll take that one. I'm not going to do white or black because those are pretty easy. That one, update color, beautiful. Next one is green. Hey, they actually match up pretty well. Do that one, update color, looks great. Pink is next. Okie dokie, and purple is the last one. Okay, looks fine. I'm going to keep this Domo color palette here. Because I like it for the charts. So this is for everything else, but for charts, I'm fine with that. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to go back to app theme at the top. I want to actually go to edit styles. So I'm going to click this edit styles right here. Now here you see we have navigation, we have all these things in here. This is my mind, this is how my mind kind of works. I want to go down to the fonts first. These fonts are something I want to change. I'm going to go edit style. I'm going to keep all the heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all that stuff. That's fine with me. But I'm going to change all of these to be the same. So I'm going to change these to all be, yeah, you know, sans is fine with me. I like sans. Sans is nice. Okay, let's go back. I'm just making sure they're all sans. 3, 4. Oops, we're going to change mono on the 4. Cool. 5, sans is good. 6, or body, sans. Yep. Paragraph, mono. I'm going to change that back to sans. I'm just changing everything. And button, I'm going to change sans. Great. Okay, let's go back to edit styles. Now we're right here. So we're on the layout components, navigation. I'm going to hit that edit style first. Title, and we're good. Background. Let's change that background. So I'm going to change the background to the pink that I picked. Sure, why not? Active. What's active? Actually, that pink is pretty big. I'm going to make it purple, not as in your face. But the active color, let's make that. What if we did blue? Yeah, that looks kind of nice. We'll make that blue. Fine with me. Hover over. I'm just going to make it a lighter blue. Okay, whatever. Show shadow. Nah, don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Yep, that's all fine with me. Let's go back to layout for the tabs. Let's change the tab style 1. We're just going to change one style, not both. Background color is black. Yep. Tabs color up top. Let's make those pink. Cool. Let's do the active one to also be blue. Blue will be our signal, I guess, for active. And hover over, I'm also going to make it a lighter blue. Okay, I'm good with all of that. Yep. Let's go to layout. So we got our navigation, we have our style for tabs. Cool. Let's go to cards. Why not? Let's change the style of just one. Let's just do one to change the style so we get used to it. Background color, I'm going to make that one. Let me make it purple for a card. Yeah. Do I have a black in here? Whatever. That's fine with me. Background color, rounded corners. Let's make them square. Okay, borders to control color. Yeah, I'm good with all this stuff. That's fine. It's just to show some examples in here. Card style. I'm going to make this style too, actually. I'm going to just turn that rounded corner thing down. I don't want that for me. Okay, cool. Let's go back to edit styles. That's 2 down. Let's go to tables. This is going to be a very important one. I'm going to pick the style 1 table. I want to change that appearance. I want to change that to be background color. We have a black already. That's fine, but I want to change some other stuff. Okay, we did all that. Let's do advanced table appearance. And when I hit advanced table appearance, I want to see some other stuff. So let's see. We have row color. I want to keep that transparent. Header, font, header, background color. That's what I want to change. Let's change that header background color to be pink. That's fine with me. Row font, that's fine. Total row, yes, I want to change that total row to be a gray. I like to make it gray because it doesn't make it as prevalent. Subtotal, I'm going to make it a lighter gray. So what's nice about this is I don't have to do this every single time. I'm done with it once I'm done. Okay, and I'm good with that for the style. Yep, that's how I want it exactly. Let's go back again. Looking good. We got that. Buttons. Okay, last one we're probably going to change, and we're going to go to button. I'm going to change this to style 1 button. I'm just going to turn down those corners. I'm not going to make it so, I'm putting mine on, I don't know, like 4. I'm just not making it so sharp or so rounded. Okay, and I'll do the same thing for 2. We're going to also just make it a 4. Cool. All right. We're done. We're done with some of the cosmetic stuff. Let's go to app configuration. Here, what I'd like you to title yours, I'd like you to title it Dashboard Dudes Demo App, whatever. It's just for you to test it out. So that way you'll know that this was completely a test. Okay. And for pages, I'd like you to put in a couple of pages. The first one that we're going to put in here, we're going to hit that little wrench. And we're going to say finances. Cool. An icon, I don't think we need it, so I'm going to take it off. Cool. We're going to do a second one. We're going to call this marketing. Create. We're going to do a third one. We're going to call this sales. Cool. Those are our 3 pages. Pow, pow, pow. Actually, when I go to edit information, I'm going to turn off pages again. I mean, that icon, I kind of just don't want to see it right now. I don't think we need it, but you do you if you want to. Okay, we got it. Let's go build some stuff. So now what we're going to do is let's go back to our finance page. I'm good with that. Yep. And we're on the finance page already, which is our like home page for right now. And I'm going to click the little plus sign. And here's what I like to do. Usually I like to do where I put controls at the top, and that would be like filter, stuff like that. Then I like to do an overview page or section, a performance of time section, and a detail section. This is just for us to move, though, not really how to build a dashboard. It's just for us to get comfortable. So we're not going to do as much of that stuff. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take that H, drop it right here, and I'm going to call this controls. Cool. I'm going to take a border, put it right underneath it. Cool. And then I'm going to get another H, another header, put it over underneath. I'm going to call this one overview. Another little line, one more header for me, and we'll call this one performance over time. This is my standard. I'll grab another border. And you know what? Let's do one more. Sorry. Let's call this one detailed breakdown. This is the format that I like to use because we go higher and we start to get more granular as we go down. We see overview, just a number, performance over time, how's it look over 12-month period, 13-month period, whatever, detailed breakdown. So now we're going to fill all these pieces in, okay? So the first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to card right here on the bottom of content, drag it, put it under. Remember, the top right is where we control content and stuff like that, the card. So I'm going to hit that sucker. We're going to say create a new card. Yep, save, it's fine. Visualization, existing data, and we're going to find the one we just put in here. We call it Domo App. And I'm going to choose that data set. I'm going to go to popular charts on the top right, go down to a filter, select a drop down. And here, let's put in the first one to be, let's do salesperson. I'm just going to throw a salesperson everywhere in filter and item and optional group by in sorting. And I'm going to get rid of this summary number because we don't need it. I don't really need this title also, but I'll just call it filter for now. It's fine with me. And I'm going to go to general, say allow multiple, default select text. I'm going to say select. I like to do all caps. You don't have to. Salesperson. Cool. Now if I hit this drop down, there we go. We see all these people right here. Allie, Ashley, Beth, Chris, Chuck, all these people. Okay, let's say apply and hit that little drop down, save and close. Okay, we got it. I'm noticing something. My card right here is a little bit gray, so I'm going to go back and change it. I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to go to my edit style. I'm going to go to cards. I guess I picked a gray. I thought that was a black, but we're going to go black. There we go. Oh yeah, it looks much better. Okay, let's go back. Click this card. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. And you know what I want to do too? I want to go to content display. I'm going to turn off title and time frame. I do not want to see that because you kind of know what it means already. Okie dokie. Cool. Okay, what if I want to make a duplicate of this exact same card? Well, we can. I'm going to click it right here. I'm going to hit this little 3 dots on the top right. I'm going to say save as. And that's how we can edit, make more things. I'm going to say save. And there it is on the bottom. I am going to grab it, put it to the right of this one, hit this again, and let's say content display, turn off title, looks good. And I want to edit in Analyzer. Yep, it's fine with me. And let's go put in state, same thing. And I'm going to get rid of sales, looks good. I'm going to go to my default and I'm going to say select state. Okay, those are our controls, save and close. So what's nice about the app is you don't have to go back and forth between saying edit design dashboard and go back to regular, you could just do it. But there we go. We have a salesperson, we have a state. Looks fine. Okay, let's put our first one in overview. Let's say we just want to know a couple of things. We want to know orders, revenue, and spend. Let's say that's all we care about. Let's go make those cards. So get back to there. If we ever need to get back to editing, we're gonna hit that house icon, find our app, which is the one with the rocket, because we didn't put an icon in it, and we're gonna say edit. Okay, let's go add something new. I'm gonna go down to the bottom on the left, hit that little plus sign, and I wanna go get another card. I'm gonna put that card into overview. And here, I'm going to hit add content again. Yep, add. Let's do create a new card. It's fine with me. Visualization existing. Same data set we've been using, Domo App. And in here, the only one I really want you to get is filled gauge on the bottom under chart types. If you go to popular charts, if you also want to go to gauges, it's right here, the top. Okay. So whatever, it doesn't matter. We're going to pick that one. I'm going to take off the summary number. I don't like seeing them. And I'm going to put this one as, I'm going to call this revenue. Yeah, revenue sign with me. Okay, what I'd like you to go find on the search in the top left is just revenue. You can type it in, beautiful, drop it in there. We're going to make it a sum of revenue, not a count. I'm going to go to format. I'm going to make that a currency. Cool. And I'm going to say decimal places. Sure, 2 decimal places is fine with me, whatever. In terms of the max revenue, let's go make our max revenue, and let's default this to, yeah, all time is fine with me, whatever, all time is fine with me. Let's go to add calculated field on the bottom. And here we're going to say revenue goal. And this is just for demo purposes. And I want this to be 50 million. 50, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cool. I'm going to go take that now, put in my target. And I want that, instead of a sum, to be a max. And drop it into target value and to optional max value. And I want that to be a max. There we go. Cool. So now we have 25 million, and we need to hit 50, so it tells us where we are. Cool. Whatever. Let's do another little one. Let's do this actually. Let's go to general, and I'd like to do general value label. I'd like you to call that revenue, because if we don't need the title, we can get rid of the title. Great. Target, I'd like you to call that label target revenue. Cool. Looks good. Actually, you know what? Real estate, we don't even need the word revenue. You can say target, revenue is already pretty prevalent. All right, beautiful. Save and close. Okay, yep, looks good. Ooh, do I like that purple background? Don't really like it. So I'm going to go here, select style. I'm going to pick style 2, and look, we're done, right? I'm going to go to content display. So what's so nice about this, truthfully, is, man, if you want to change the background color and design dashboard, you got to do every single card all on its own. Here, we just change the style and we're done. So that already makes life way easier. All right, let's do 2 more. I'm going to hit that little triple dots on the top right, hit save as, and we're going to go this next one. We're going to call it spend. What's nice is we have most of the components filled out, so we can just do it again. I'm going to click that spend one, hit the 3 dots, hit edit in analyzer, save and continue. So here, what I'd like you to find for me, I'd like you to find spend, please. Go grab that, put it into sum. Let's go make that format a currency. 2 is fine. Let's go add a calculated field. Let's call this spend goal. Sure. And let's say we want to spend money. We don't want to spend over a certain amount, but we want to spend money. And the amount there that we're going to pick is, let's go pick 15, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 15 million. Cool. And I'm going to take spend goal, put it right here in target value and into optional max value. Looks great, but let's change the color. Shape, color, context, things that I teach a lot. If we have a green, it's going to be very confusing with some of the other stuff. So we're going to go to fill color. And in here, you know what, let's be consistent. I'm going to put in this pink color from my color scheme, which is FF40FF. Cool, you don't have to, but I think it's going to look nice. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to change the word from revenue, obviously, to spend. So I have my target spend. I have where I am. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's hit save and close. Drag that sucker up here. Boom. Let's go change this to style 2. Cool. I'm going to go to content display, take off the title. Okie dokie. We got one more to do. I'm going to hit those 3 dots, save as, and I'd like you to do this last one and call it orders. Cool. Okay, beautiful. You know what? What if we just move it? Yeah, that's a good trick. Let's just move it first, and then we'll change it. I'm going to make it a style 2. Cool, content display, take off title. Looks great. And now I'm going to click that thing, and let's go to triple dots, edit and analyzer. Okay, let's go find orders, please. Orders, looks good. Sum of orders. Okay, and let's go do a add calculated field. Let's call this orders goal. And I would like that number to be a 10 million. 1 0 1 2 3 1 2 3. I always get confused. Okay, and let's do orders goal max. Cool, put it in again. Looks great, but I want to change some things. Target, I'm going to change the word target to be, I'm sorry, not target. I'm going to go to general. I'm going to change the word spend to be orders. And I'm going to change that pink color to be, I'm going to make it my blue. And my blue is this hex code, 99CCEE. Cool. Okie dokie, save and close, please. And look where we are. Looks great, right? We have these overview pieces, 1, 2, 3. So within an instant, remember what I always kind of teach within dashboarding in general is you need to be able to present something and for somebody to understand it within 1 to 3 seconds. That's all you got, 1 to 3 seconds. So if it's a table with a bunch of stuff, they might be like, what is going on? But 1 to 3 seconds. So in here, I can see very quickly, ooh, not doing so hot on revenue. Spend, I'm okay. And my spend and orders are kind of aligned. So what the hell is going on with revenue? Why am I not making as much? So now I have questions, but that's good, right? I understand the context. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to hit this home. I'm going to go back and edit. We're just going to do like a couple more, okay? So we're not going to spend all this time. We're going to go to the plus sign again, and I want to go to, let's do one more card, and then we're going to do a detail breakdown. That's going to be a fun one. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to detail card, put that in, hit that add content, and we're going to create a new card. Yep, and visualization existing. Pick the same thing that we're always picking. Okay, all right, let's do just one. Let's just do one. So I'm going to go to popular charts. I'm going to go to period over period. I'm going to hit this grouped bar, and I want data in there. I'm going to take off my summary number. Don't want that. And I want to call this one revenue over time, and we're going to hit save. And actually, one more. Hit the little pencil, please. Hit that smart text, do date range, and let's do date range. And let's do another one. Let's do the plus sign. Let's do the filters. I'd like you to do filter. I'd like you to do salesperson and state. Cool. Yep, looks great. Hit apply, save. Cool. Don't worry about this. You're going to see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to change impressions to be revenue. Where are you, buddy? Revenue. Grab you, put that into sum of revenue. I'm going to change that to be format. Currency, I'm going to take off the decimal place. I don't think we need them. And I like to do a couple of things. On the top right, I'm going to say current this year. Cool, graph by month. Compare to year over year. That's what I want to see. And I'm going to go to grid lines. I'm going to remove them. And I'm going to go to data label settings, hit that plus sign, hit value. Cool, right? But I don't need to see all this detail. We could just make it a little bit lower. I'm going to go to use abbreviation scale. Great, great, great. And what I want though is you see how I have 1 year ago on the left and then this year on the right? I want to change that. So I'm going to go to legend. I'm going to make both of these a bottom. I'm going to say reverse. Cool. There we go. Looks much better. And I'm going to just label it on the value scale Y. I'm going to call this thing revenue. Okay, looking better, looking better. Let's go to colors. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say 1 year ago. and we're going to make that a gray color. And for this year, because it's revenue, I'm going to pick my green. You know what we should do? We should make the green on the gauge the same green. Actually, that would be a good practice. There we go. Looks great. I'm going to say save and close. Okay, cool. Let's click it though. I want to change something. I'm going to make it a style 2. Looks good. I'm going to go to content display, take off the time frame. I'm cool with keeping the title. It's fine with me. It's fine with me. Cool. We have that performance over time. I was actually just thinking about something that could work, but let's go do this first. Let's go here. I want to change this card real quickly. I'm going to go to edit and analyzer, save. I'm going to change that green to be the green that we have from my color scheme. So I'm going to paste that in here, 00B050. Okay. And I'm going to go to fill color. Put that in there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I actually have an idea. I was going to do this later, but I think this would work right now. Do I want that? Yeah, keep that where it is for now. Keep that where it is for now. We're going to see what I'm going to do. We're going to go to the plus sign, and I like you to go to tabs. And I'm going to have you put tabs underneath performance over time. Cool. We got a tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. Fine with me. On tab 1, let's call this one revenue. Let's call tab 2, please, spend. And tab 3, orders. Okay, doing great. I want to drag that revenue thing into tab 1. Cool. Okay. And we're basically going to do that. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. If you click revenue, spend, orders, it'll show up. Cool. I want to do one more though. This is fine, but can we be helpful? We can be much more helpful than this. I'm going to hit this chart. I'm going to hit the 3 little dots. I'm going to do another save as, and we're going to call this next one cumulative revenue. So my issue with doing charts that are just like the one that we did, cumulative revenue, is while you can tell month over month, it's a little bit hard to tell, hey, what's going on so far year to date. We're going to grab this one, put it under, change that style 1 to be style 2 again. I'm going to go to content display, turn off the time frame. Looks good. And now I want to change this card. I'm going to go to edit. Yep, save is fine. And I'm going to say running total. And here we're going to say this year compared to 1 year ago. Looks good. Cool. So now I know where I am at that point in time. Okay, that's it. That's it. Save and close. Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do is we're going to basically repeat this you're going to do each of these 2 more times to have a spend one and an orders one. Okay, let's go for it. So I'm going to click this one again. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Click this, open it up, hit that little wrench, the little 3 dots. I'm going to go to open with analyzer, and I'm going to do a save as, and we're going to call this one spend. That way I'm kind of keeping everything. Okay, so this one is spend. All we have to do is change it to be spend. Let's go up here, spend. Cool. Grab that sucker, put it in there. Okie dokie. Let's go move. Let's go to Vasco Y, call that thing spend. Again, you might be like, why are we doing all this? This is just so you can get reps in. Reps is how you're going to learn. We're going to go here. We're going to go to format, display as currency. I'm not going to put decimal places. I don't want them. Let's go change the color of spend this year to our pink, because that's what we made spend, which is here. I got it for you. I got it for you. Hit that little thing. It is FF40FF. Okay. Next, apply to only this card. Cool. Awesome. Save and close. Okay, we got a spend thing at the bottom. Cool. Let's go grab this cumulative one. Same thing, triple dots, save as, and we're going to call this cumulative spend over time. Okay, save. And there we go. Click that sucker. Triple dots, edit and analyzer. You got it. Save and continue. Okay, we're going to go change that revenue to spend. and we're going to make it pink. And we're going to do the same thing with orders, make it blue. Okay, then we'll call it on that one. Then we'll move over to marketing real fast, sales real fast. Just getting you used to all this stuff. This is how I learned. I'm going to show you a really fun one too. We're going to change this year to be the same color we just plopped in there. FF40FF. Sounds like a cheat code for a video game. Cool. And I'm going to change my Y, my value scale left, to be spend. Cool. See, now I have some context. Oh, we're a little bit low compared to where we were last year. And one thing I noticed, I need to change this format to please be a currency. I'm a stickler for all these little things. Turning off the decimals. Looks beautiful. Save and close. Okay, that's our number 2. So drag those 2 up. 1, 2. Cool with me. You know what? This is too big. This is too big. I got to make this smaller. I'd like them to be easy. I'd like the whole tab to be visible. Still too big for me. Yeah, let's do that way. Let's make that one a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's fine with me. Okay, and let's make these style 2, both of them. I'm going to hit content, take off the time frame. Same thing with this one. Style 2, take off the time frame. Okay, I want to go back to revenue, a revenue tab, to also make sure it's small enough. Yeah, okay, good. That's good. Let's do the final one, orders. Okay, so I'm going to go pick my revenue one. I'm going to say save as, and instead of revenue over time, we will call it orders over time. Okay, it's on the bottom. We're going to do the same thing with the cumulative one. We're going to do here, save as, cumulative orders over time. Orders over time. Cool. You know what? Let's just move them right away. Let's go to orders in our tab. Let's move these two new cards here. Okay, click that one. I'm going to make it smaller, a little bit thinner. I mean, it's just too big. It's like my family saying, you're too big, you could be thinner. Oh, man. That's why I don't go to family things anymore. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, hit that style. Let's go to 2. Let's go to content, take off time frame. Click that first one, style 2. Okay, we are almost donezo with this one. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay. And what did I want to do? I wanted to click this card. Yep. Hit the little triple dots, edit and analyzer. Go with me. We're going to change this to orders now. Let's do orders. Let's grab orders, throw it in. Some of orders is good. And we got to change some things. Value scale Y. Got to call it orders. Okay. Looking good. And let's go to color. Let's change this year. The color we're going to use is blue. And this is the hex code. 99CCEE. Save and apply to only this card. Fantastico. Let's change, though. I don't want those decimal places. I don't think we need them. Data label setting. I'm going to go here. Decimal places. Say none. Cool. Looks great. Save and close. Yeah. Okay. And orders. Looks good. Let's click this last one. And I hit this expand button, open with analyzer. Cool. Let's go get orders in here. Orders, beautiful. Throw that in there. Cool. Value scale left, orders. Okay, let's scroll down. Orders. This year, make it that blue. 99CCEE. Apply. Looks good. Oh, I don't want those decimal places. Let's go to data label setting. Oops, my fault. Data label setting. None. And save and close. Yeah, that's fine with me. It's fine with me. Okay, cool. Awesome. Look what you've made so far. You have the ability to select a person if you want to for whatever. If you want to see Allie, how's Allie doing on things? You can see everything kind of filters. Allie only made $1.26 million in revenue. Allie, you got to pick it up. Okay. And then we have how she's been doing over time and then cumulatively too. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Cool. Right. So we can see all the gauges that we want to see: spend, orders, revenue, etc. We have how we're doing over time by, again, revenue, spend, orders. Okay, cool. Let's do one more. Let's just make it a table. Let's do one last table. So hey, little trick. If you want to edit this faster, what you can do, instead of going home, you can actually hit this triple dot, and we're going to hit this little pencil edit app. And we're brought right back. Let's do one last one. I'm going to hit that plus sign, and we are going to go get, where was I looking? Card. Put it into detailed, add content, create new content. Yep. Visualization, existing data, pick our friend. Cool. Table. Date is fine with me. Let's take out the summary number though. And all I'd like you to do is I'd like you to call this detailed table. Hit the plus sign, please. Let's do filters. Let's pick both salesperson and state. And I would like another one, plus sign. I'd like you to do date range. Cool. Apply. Done. Okay. On the date, what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to make this by a month. Let's do the previous last 12 months by month. Okay. Again, if I'm moving fast, take your time, slow it down, rewind it. Not a big deal. All I'd like you to put in is those three. Revenue, we'll get rid of impressions. Spend, and orders. Okay, and I'd like you to hit all three and make them all a sum, please. Looks beautiful. One other thing I want you to do, I want to put a total row, and I want you to say show total row, and I want you to go to total row right there. Okay, position before. Cool. Yeah, that's good with me. Let's do a heat map option. Color is heat map. Color theme. Let's pick purple. Why not? Independent color range. It's fine. And we're going to say save and close. And now that table is right here. And I want to show you something. Click that again. I'm going to do one last thing. Content display. I'm going to turn off time frame. Okay. Whoa, what? How did these colors come in? Because we did that in the theme. That's why I didn't deal with it doing it in the table. Remember, we did it here. We went to edit styles, and that's this one right here under tabs. We made this tab style. That one, we pick style 2, it's going to look like that. We picked style 1 already. That's where we're done. Isn't that cool? Isn't that amazing? Okay. Beautiful. That's the first one. So look at that. We made this cool app. We can see how did Allie do in whatever state we want to look at. Florida, Utah, whatever. All right. We did our first one. Looks great. Let's go finish up with marketing and sales. This will be really, really, really fast. So, okay. So I'm going to go to page order marketing and save. Right. And we're on this new marketing page. We're just going to make a table. We're not going to go full blast on this one. We're going to hit the plus sign. I'd like you to go to card, grab that sucker, drop that in, add content, hit that plus sign, visualization, existing. Yep. Let's make a table. Same thing we're going to do here. We're going to pick by month. Let's do previous last 12 months by month. At the top here, we're going to call this marketing KPIs. Hit that little plus, date range. Oops, I did date range field. My fault. Remove. Plus date range again. Date range, apply. Good. I'm going to take off the summary number. And here, what I'd like you to put in is we're going to put in impressions. I'd like you to put clicks. I'd like you to go find sessions for me. And I'd like you to find bounces for me. Actually, let's do users instead. Users is better. Okay, cool. Go with me. Good enough. We're going to go to total row, say show total row. And put that before total row position before. I'm going to hide actually, I don't need to hide the counts. What I do want to do, I see clicks with some decimals. Let's take off decimals of everything. We don't need them. Number and format, number, beautiful, users, and number. Okay, one more that we're going to do. We're going to go heat map options, colors, heat map, color theme. Let's make this one blue this time. Independent. Looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Okay. Hey, little trick. If you didn't know this, let me show you one little trick. Users. We'll do it with users. We're going to go grab users again. Grab it again. I like you to do a sum. And here, show value as, I'd like you to change that to % of total column. And now what you just did is you can see out of 100 for each month, how do the users break out? So for the month of October, that's 15%. The reason why my eyes can see that real fast is because of color. That's why we're using the color to help us out. Shape, color, context. Save and close. Okay, I'm gonna click that again, edit, content display, take off time frame. I'm good enough. Good. I'm good with this one. Okay, save. Let's do one more. Let's do sales. Let's edit. And let's do a different thing for sales. We're going to hit the plus sign. We're going to do another card. I'm going to click that. Add content. Create new card. Exist. Yep. Visualization. Yep. Looks beautiful. The one I want you to do for me, I'd like you to go to popular charts on the top. I'd like you to go to map, please. And let's pick United States. And state name, we're going to pick state. I'm going to take off the summary number. And for state value, let's go put in MQLs. MQL stands for marketing qualified leads. Doesn't matter. You can pick whatever you want. I don't really care. We're going to do MQLs by state. Cool. I'm going to hit that little plus sign, create, use data range or date range. Sorry. And again, I'm going to make this defaulted to previous last 12 months. Cool. Fine with me. Okay, cool. Is this helpful? Kind of. Could it be better? It could be way better. We're going to go to data label settings, hit the plus sign, hit value. So now I can see the number of MQLs, marketing qualified leads. Marketing qualified leads are usually like, hey, these people have been marketed to, they're interested. They submitted a form or something, or they interacted somehow. That's what a marketing qualified lead is. Not important. So now we can see it by state. Hey, is this helpful? Very helpful. Could it be much better? It could be way better. How? By hitting diverging. We're going to show diverging, midpoint value. I'd like you to pick median, show midpoint range. Let's make that color a yellow. Fine with me. Upper color. So normally, you know, I'd be like, hey, let's default to our branded colors. For something like this, I wouldn't. I'd keep it a green and a red because we are conditioned to think green means good, red means bad, right? So it's really hard when you're like, oh, the median is a yellow or whatever color, and now a purple is above that and a blue is below that. It's a little like our minds don't really work like that. So we're just going to keep this upper color theme green and below is red. You do you, whatever you want though. But now I can see here, hey, my median number is this 34,000 number. Cool. And now I can see what's above and below that. Much, much, much easier. And what's really, really dark. Montana, love you. Florida, you got new Mario World there. Nintendo World, love you. Okay, save and close. That's good enough with me. Let's click it. Let's change the style one more time. And I'm good enough. We're done with this. Okay, good enough time. We're done. Let's go check out this app we made together. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I forgot to show you. If I hit this little triple dot, hit the edit thing. If you go to this little mobile button, this is kind of cool, right? With the mobile button, what you can do here is you can change how you want things to look mobile, and it doesn't affect desktop. You can do some other piece in here. So check this out. If I go to, let's go to pages. Let's go to finance. Sure, save and close that one. Let's say I don't want to show these filters or something. Well, what I can do is I can click that. I can say hide. It's not gone. It's just away from the mobile view, but everything else is still there. And you can make these bigger. You can make it shorter. It will not affect the desktop view. It is only mobile. Isn't that cool? All right. Okay, we're done. Let's say save. Let's see what we did. So we have the ability now in our app to pick multiple people, whatever we want. We'll pick on Allie and Ashley, amazing names. And we could say, hey, together, they're roughly 3.6 million in revenue. They spent $1 million. So that's pretty good in terms of profit. They've had roughly 671,000 orders. Cool. We could see this as them together. I can change spend. I could see what's going on with orders. Isn't that cool? We can do this way instead of having so many cards built on top of each other. That's what we do in the design dashboard. And what I can also do is I can pick a state. Let's go pick on Texas. No? Sure. Why not? Cool. Everything changes. We can do that. For now, I'm going to remove the filters just for now, just so we can see it. Okay, right? And that cool. And then we have our detailed table that shows the breakdown by month. The color helps our eyes say, oh, what happened here? We got a lot of orders in July and a lot of orders in December. Cool. And if my numbers don't match what you're showing, it's okay. The spreadsheet that I have, it basically randomizes itself every day. So it might not look like what I have, but that's not the point. The point is just to understand how to use the app and how to feel comfortable with it. If I go to marketing, what we have here, we have our same table view, but impressions, clicks, sessions, users. We have this % of users that we did by month. That's pretty cool. We can change this if we want to do a filter view. We could say choose a date, graph by, I don't know, let's do by quarter. Let's do, I don't know, let's do the previous last, I don't know, 12 quarters, something like that. Graph by quarter. You could do it that way. You could do by week if you really wanted to. You can do whatever you want. Okay. So I'm going to put it back to default though. And if we go to sales, what we did is we used that map view to kind of say, hey, show me what's going on for MQLs by state. But look at it. It's all in here. It's not a bunch of separate dashboards like design dashboard. Now, I still think the design dashboard, the original ones, are very good. I really do. There are a lot of really cool things that you can do with them too. So it's not one or the other, but they more so really complement each other. And this is fantastic for getting people really engaged with the data. So new ways to display, say you're here, check it out, play with it, fun stuff. There's one little thing we didn't do, but let me just show you in case. We're going to hit that little triple dot, edit app. And I want you to hit that plus. You have the option to do a couple of these two, a form and a button. If you were to put a button in, we click that button. I can make it a little bit bigger if I wanted to, right? And what we can do is action. And under action right now, it's defaulted to disable action, but you can do something. You could say initiate a workflow, open a new card, open a form, right? With a form, you could put in, I have one client where they use the form. It's pretty cool. And you can have a button that opens up to a form or just a form in general, which is in the app, and that allows you to enter data that goes straight to a data set, which you can power in ETL, put it right back in, full circle. Isn't that cool? All right, that's it. Great job. Hey, I know this was a grueling one. This is a lot, but you did it. You did it. And I'm very proud of you. And that's just to get you used to using apps. I'd say play around with it, try it out, message me, schedule time with me if you want to. Show me the app that you made and show your team, your organization. And I'm sure they're going to be thrilled by the work that you did. All right. Great job.